today's the day. Let's install some flooring. Okay, so if you haven't been following along with this whole series, I just bought a new home. I have this awesome garage shop that I'm going to be kind of working out of, filming videos, and I want to get this thing looking right. So I've been testing out a bunch of different flooring options, everything from the cheapest thing I could find up to the really expensive stuff, so stuff like Swisstrax, Racedeck, companies like Vevor who make a really inexpensive version, and then testing out a few different other styles. You know, we have the drainage style, we have the coin style, and I decided that I'm gonna go with the Vevor tile that you can get for about $1.50 a square foot because I wanna communicate as much value as I possibly can with you guys. Again, these probably aren't the best things to work on if you're looking for an option where you can do a bunch of work on these. They're not ideal. You know, things can fall between them. Sawdust and stuff will go between. They're a little bit harder to clean, even though they do a decent job for sure. They blow out and you can vacuum them and all that kind of good stuff. But for appearance wise, to make it just look like an absolute showroom, these things are fantastic. And so the reason I'm going with that style of flooring and then the cheap option, the Vevor option, is because I think a lot of you are going to also like the appearance of these, but wouldn't want to spend like, you know, $5 a square foot from some of the other brands. These ones at $1.50, it's a viable option for many of us. And I'm going that route here so that we can actually test it over time and actually see how they actually hold up before you guys go out and buy them. Now I got stacks of boxes over here that were from the original test. If you didn't see any of those videos, I'll link them up here. You guys can go check those videos out. I do some kind of torch testing and we're gonna be continuing that and doing more of that as well. But in today's video, we're gonna focus on this section of the garage. The garage that I have here kind of breaks into two sections. I have a secondary garage door here that comes down, so I'm just gonna fill in this section with these Vevor tiles. So let's go ahead and get them installed. Alrighty guys, so here we are. Floor has been prepped relatively well, right? Just cleaned everything up, got everything that was loose out of here. There may be a couple of spots that I wanna scrape on the floor if there's any buildup from whatever, you know, like if you have spilled paint that kind of has a raised edge to it, you'd wanna scrape that down so that you're not gonna have any lumps in the flooring. But overall, we're pretty much good to go. Now, this flooring that is down here already, this is from when I did my initial testing, and it's not the way I want it. So it's actually a hard edge here. Here, let me grab a tile for you guys so you can actually see this. So as of right now, this edge that has the little attachment points is facing the wall, and then the flat edge is facing towards me right now, and then the other flat edge is facing out towards the front of the garage. Now, typically, if you have some sort of a ramp that you can attach to these, and so you would want that to be facing forward, right? So I'm gonna change this around so that the flat surface is against the back wall and the other flat surface is up against that wall. You do want to leave a tiny bit of a gap just for any expansion. These tiles have been sitting in my garage now for, I don't know, 3 days, kind of adjusting to the temperature and doing that whole thing. I don't know if you really need to do that, but might as well just in case. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna spin this around and we'll get started with the install. Okay guys, so we got that spun around. I just separated those into two pieces so I can move it easier. That's one of the things with all these types of tile flooring is that you don't adhere them to the ground. They're a floating surface, right? So with that is, if your car is parked stationary and then you turn the wheel, you can cause these tiles to buckle up. So keep that in mind. As long as you're moving on them, you're gonna be fine. But if you're stationary and just yank that wheel, it can buckle. However, I am leaving a slight expansion gap on the edges. So let's go ahead and keep going. Right now it moved right into that corner. It looks absolutely awesome. So let's continue. All right, those guys are back into place, so that's super easy. I can continue going now into this corner. Guys, I will probably want to use some sort of a tile cutter to get a nice clean cut on these to fit into that corner up at the front where the garage door railing comes down. So I'm not too concerned about that right now. I'm just gonna go up to, you know, a foot away, a tile away or so. Continue doing this, see how fast we can actually do it. Now, that would have taken, let's say 10 minutes if I actually had to put those down. It's so easy. They literally just clip together. These little tabs here click into these little tabs here on another piece. It's so fast and so easy to do. So we'll give it 10 minutes for that. Right now it is 3:10, so let's see how long this takes. Alrighty guys, so I'm about halfway through this thing and I can't explain to you how easy this installation is. Literally just take the tabs, line it up. I just like to start in this corner where there's 2 sides, knock that in, and then follow down the sides. Boom, installed. Super, super easy. It's starting to look phenomenal in here. I'm really, really excited with the way it's looking. So I'm gonna keep going. I just wanted to show you guys just how easy this is. I'm gonna zoom in real quick so you guys can get a better vision of this. But then I'm just gonna continue on. So once again, tabs, tabs, no tabs, no tabs. Just line it up in the corner, knock down this corner, follow up the sides. Boom. Alrighty guys, so I just finished up laying the flooring. It went really fast. I was actually surprised when I looked at my watch. It's 4:20 now. So it took me an hour and 10 minutes to do this. This is basically a two-car garage. So hour and 10 minutes, full transformation of your garage is pretty good. I'm not gonna show you guys yet. I'm gonna kind of clean up, position the car in here, and we'll do the big reveal. Alrighty guys, so here it is. All done, hour and 10 minutes to create this unreal space, right? It looks phenomenal. I couldn't be happier with this stuff. Now guys, right in the front of the shop, garage here, shop garage deal, as you can see, the flooring's super cool. It creates an awesome sort of, it's almost like an illusionary effect with all the different angles of the drainage tile. Super, super cool. But I wanted to show you guys one thing that I know people are gonna ask is, what about the edge, right? So right now, the front of the shop, you can still see the tabs here. One option is to chop those off, but then you are gonna have this harder edge here. So I wanted to find out, Vevor, the company that makes these tiles, does not have an option for a little ramp edge here, like Swisstrax does, all the other brands do, like the brands that are specifically made for this stuff. But I did order some of these guys from Big Floors, I guess, I don't know. And they give you this edge, right? And you can modify this to work. It's not a perfect fit because there's a couple of things on here. As you can see, this tab right here, you can push them back like that. If you push them back and then saw that off, as well as you have to trim this piece up just slightly, then they fit in perfectly and they actually snap into place. So really, really cool. You can see this one I just cut with a little saw. So it's not a super clean cut, but not bad. And it gives you that perfect edge that you're looking for. Now, how long is that gonna last? I don't know. It does pop into place pretty well, so I'm not concerned with that. But again, it's not actually made for this, but it's definitely doing the job. So I will link these down in the description for you guys as well. So you can modify these as needed if you'd like to. All right, guys, now let's go ahead and talk about exactly who I think these floors are for. When I did that initial video, tons of people were saying like, hey, why would you put those floors in your garage? If you drop a screw or something like that in there, it's gonna be hard to get out. That's warranted. Obviously you could get a magnet and it would pick it up, no problem. But I have a friend I was kind of talking to about that issue. He does a lot of aircraft, and you know, with aircraft, the components that they're using aren't always magnetic. So he goes, now I would never put that in my hangar for those purposes. And that's fair enough, guys. That is absolutely fair enough. Same thing if you're doing a lot of work in your garage. These are not traditionally, they're not rated for jacks. To jack up your car. Same thing, I don't think Swisstrax are either though, to be perfectly honest. And so you still can, you would have to lay down, you'd have to do another step, right? Lay down a piece of plywood or something that'll distribute the pressure, and then you should be fine. Should have no issues there. A good friend of mine, Mike from Mike's Auto Detailing and Detail Depot, he let me know, he has Swisstrax and he sells a lot of products as well. He has racks in his store. He has Swisstrax flooring, and the racks did eat into the floor a little bit because of all the weight, and they did go through into the floor. So really, yes, I think Swisstrax are a much higher end product than these. They're thicker, the components, they feel stronger. But I think for the average person that's gonna go this route, it's more so for the look than the functionality, right? Now, again, these are drainage tiles, so that's awesome. If you have drainage in your garage, I don't, I'm in Southern California, there's no need for that. But if you do, then you could put these down, wash your car on it, and it would still drain out. The benefit that I see of the drainage tile is that if there is any moisture in the slab in your garage, this is gonna let that air out. You're not gonna have any issues over time because it has the ability to let that moisture out. So for me, the main thing, the person that I think is gonna want this is the person that doesn't do a lot of work in their garage. They just care about their car and they want it to look like a beautiful place for the car. So they want that kind of showroom appearance. And this is it, guys. This, I think it looks unreal. I think it looks so good. I couldn't be happier with this. At $154, I think, a foot, somewhere right around there. This is by far the cheapest option that I've ever found. You go with epoxy, it's considerably more than that. Plus you're down for a little bit, right? You know, a day or two at least for them to get it in, and then you want to let it cure before you pull a car in. This, like I said, guys, for a 2-car garage, an hour and 10 minutes, once everything's pulled out, obviously. If you have a bunch of stuff in your garage, that's a different story. But for me, it was easy. Just pull the stuff out, to lay it down, hour and 10 minutes, good to go, and it looks like an incredible upgrade to my garage. Now, I will say, with this cheap, inexpensive flooring, I did make one huge mistake, and that is I ordered enough for this 2-car garage section. This whole garage, between this section and the other section, is 1,000 square feet. I ordered 500 square feet worth. Let's see, 550 square feet worth. And because I wanted to do a test. Well, my problem is that I don't want to do a test anymore. I love this. I think it looks unreal. I couldn't be happier, and I want to do the rest of the garage. I have a couple more boxes. I'll get a couple more lines down, but I can't do the rest of the garage. I went on Vevor's website, and it sold out. So I blew it. I did reach out to them through their customer service and said, like, hey, are you guys gonna get more of these in? They said, yeah, they're on their way, so just should be in the next few days or so, I guess. I'm hoping it should be pretty quick, because now that this side's done, I want that other side done now, because it looks so good. And that is for this gray color. I did see that they had some, I know that they had the blue and the green in stock. I think they might have had one black. So whatever, if you guys are considering getting these, when you see them in stock, buy them, because I think because they're such a cost-effective price, they go quickly. Alrighty guys, so that is it. Hopefully this helps you kind of get a good sense of what you want to do in your own garage without spending a crazy amount. Again, this garage is 1,000 square feet. If I was to go Swisstrax Racedeck, that'd be about $5,000 of just this tile flooring, versus this, it's gonna cost me about $1,500 total. You know, that's much more digestible than $5,000 for flooring, where, again, a lot of you guys mentioned, which was fair, you know, if you drop something, it's gonna be hard to get to. Is it a pain to clean underneath? And that is another thing, guys. We will be testing this over time. That's the reason I wanted to put these in, so we could really test it over time and give you a fair opinion on it. But I will say right off the bat, what I have had to do with the cleaning on these, a blower takes care of it. Like, it blows, even the stuff that's trapped under it, it blows and it gets it out, no problem. I will say, I did see a spider underneath one of the tiles. I installed half of it, came across, I went back to the other half, and there was a little spider under there. Is that gonna be an issue? Maybe, I don't know. Are they gonna build webs under there? Yeah, maybe. So that's another thing we'll kind of look at over time. Again, we're gonna be comparing these more and more to the Swisstrax product. I still have all those other ones. We're gonna beat them up compared to these ones as well, and see, again, those ones I'm sure are gonna last a lot longer, but say those last, say 30 years. If these last 10 years and I have to replace them 3 times, I'm still in for a $4.50 versus $5. So again, it's just dependent on what you're looking for. The Swisstrax stuff has a lot of cool colors. This is limited to 4. Again, for the edge along the front of the garage to get that ramp up, you do have to sort of manipulate and kind of create your own, versus with Swisstrax Racedeck, they all have it ready to go. So do with that what you will, guys. I appreciate you watching. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one.